starting with the name of Almighty Allah, who is the most kind and the most merciful. Dear students, welcome to e-learning class of chemistry. I am here with the third lecture, and today's lecture is going to be on Charles' Law. Charles' Law is also related with the behavior of gases. As you can see here on your screen, that this law tells us the relationship between temperature and volume. So, to understand Charles' law, we will start from the introduction, statement, and then we will move on towards its mathematical representation, graphical representation, and diagrammatic representation. Let's start with the introduction. Charles' law was presented by Jacques Charles in 1787. Jacques Charles was a Russian chemist. This law gives a relationship between volume and temperature of a gas at constant pressure. Dear students, as I told you earlier, that both these laws, that is the Boyle's law and Charles' law, these two laws are both concerned with the behavior of gases. And while discussing both of them, we have to keep in mind the three main factors. That is volume, pressure, and temperature. Here in this law, we have to discuss the relationship between volume and temperature of the gases at constant pressure. Now we have to understand that what kind of relationship exists between the volume and temperature of the gases. So, to understand the relationship between these two variables, we have to move on towards the statement of Charles' law. Charles' law states that the volume of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature at constant pressure. First of all, note down that what is meant by absolute temperature. As you can see here, I have already mentioned that absolute temperature means it is the temperature on the Kelvin scale. Now we all know that Kelvin is the SI unit of temperature. Although we can also measure the temperature on the basis of Celsius scale or Fahrenheit scale, but here while discussing the Charles' law, the temperature should be measured in Kelvin scale. So whenever we have to mention the temperature in Kelvin scale, then this temperature is said to be absolute temperature. So, Charles' law states that volume of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature at constant pressure. It means that whenever the pressure of the gases is kept constant, at that constant pressure, volume and absolute temperature are directly proportional. It means that with the increase in temperature, volume of the gases also increases. And with the decrease of temperature, volume of the gases will decrease. Now look at here that why we say that with the increase in temperature, the volume of the gases also increase. So here you will understand it by this explanation. So when we increase the temperature of the gas, basically what happens? The kinetic energy of the gas molecules increases, due to which they move fastly. As a result, they expand, which means there occurs an increase in the volume of that particular gas. What does it mean? Now we all know that there are weak intermolecular forces in between the molecules of gases. And we also know that the gas molecules are in the continuous state of motion. So dear students, बेसिकली यहाँ क्या फिनोमिना है कि जब हम गैसेस के टेम्परेचर को इंक्रीज करते हैं तो जितने गैस मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं जो ऑलरेडी मूव कर रहे हैं अपनी सर्टेन स्पीड्स के साथ, इंक्रीज इन टेम्परेचर से क्या होता है कि बेसिकली उनकी काइनेटिक एनर्जी इंक्रीज होती है. काइनेटिक एनर्जी वो एनर्जी है विच हेल्प्स इन द मूवमेंट ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स. सो ऑब्वियसली जब हम टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज करते हैं तो टेम्परेचर के इंक्रीज होने से सबसे पहले मॉलिक्यूल्स की काइनेटिक एनर्जी इंक्रीज होती है. और जब मॉलिक्यूल्स एनर्जेटिक हो जाते हैं तो एनर्जेटिक होने के बाद उनकी मूवमेंट मजीद फास्ट होती है. वो इतना विगरसली मूव करते हैं, वो इतना फास्टली मूव करते हैं कि अल्टीमेटली वो एक्सपैंड हो जाते हैं। वो उस पूरे स्पेस में जो उनको अवेलेबल स्पेसेस प्रोवाइडेड हैं, उन स्पेसेस में स्कैटर होके और फाइनली क्या इम्पैक्ट देते हैं कि उनका वॉल्यूम इंक्रीज हो जाता है। एक्सपैंड मीन्स कि वो फैल जाती हैं, पूरे उस स्पेस में फैल जाते हैं। सो यहाँ पे जब वो एक्सपैंड हो रहे हैं, जब वो पूरी स्पेस में फैल रहे हैं, सो दैट मीन्स कि उनके वॉल्यूम में एक सर्टेन इंक्रीज शो हो रहा है। किस पॉइंट पे शो हो रहा है? जब साथ साथ हम उनके टेम्परेचर को इंक्रीज कर रहे हैं। सो इन शॉर्ट वी कैन से कि जब भी गैसेस के टेम्परेचर को इंक्रीज किया जाता है तो इसका इम्पैक्ट उसके वॉल्यूम पे क्या पड़ता है कि वॉल्यूम भी गैसेस का साथ साथ इंक्रीज होगा, एंड वाइस वर्सा। दैट मीन्स कि अगर आप टेम्परेचर को डिक्रीज करते हो तो विद द डिक्रीज इन टेम्परेचर वी कैन से दैट द वॉल्यूम ऑफ गैसेस आल्सो डिक्रीजेस। सो व्हाट्स द कंक्लूजन? Increase in temperature causes an increase in the volume and vice versa. कि जितना हम टेम्परेचर को इंक्रीज करेंगे, एंड कीप इन माइंड दैट प्रेशर शुड बी कांस्टेंट। हमने इस पूरे प्रोसेस के दौरान प्रेशर में किसी किस्म का कोई चेंज नहीं लेकर आना। सो जब प्रेशर को कांस्टेंट मेंटेन रख दिया जाता है, कांस्टेंट लेवल पे, और साथ साथ जितना इंक्रीज हम टेम्परेचर को देंगे उसके साथ साथ वॉल्यूम भी ऑटोमेटिकली इंक्रीज होगा, और अगर हम टेम्परेचर को डिक्रीज करेंगे तो वॉल्यूम भी डिक्रीज होगा। Now we have to represent this Charles' law mathematically. So we studied that volume is directly proportional to T. So you can see here in the first equation, I mentioned the volume by V and I denoted the temperature by the symbol T. And this sign, which you can see in between V and T, it is the proportionality sign. So first equation tells us that volume is directly proportional to temperature at constant pressure. Now look at the second equation. In the second equation, we removed the proportionality sign and we replaced it by the sign of equality. And we also put a constant which is represented by the symbol Kc. So what is Kc? Kc is the proportionality constant for Charles' law. Here K represents the constant and C stands for Charles. So by removing the proportionality sign with the sign of equality, the equation becomes V is equal to Kc into T. Now look at the third equation. What I did in the third equation. If you can see in the second equation, the constant and temperature are multiplied with each other. And in the third equation, I shifted the temperature from this side towards volume. So यहाँ वो मल्टीप्लाई हो रहा था, एंड व्हेन आई शिफ्टेड इट टुवर्ड्स वॉल्यूम, यहाँ आकर वो उसके साथ डिवाइड होगा. सो द फाइनल इक्वेशन बिकम्स V by T is equal to constant. We can also say by looking at the equation number 3 that the ratio of volume and temperature is always constant. When the volume is changed from V1 to V2, by changing the temperature from T1 to T2, यानी अगर हम किसी भी सर्टेन गैस का टेम्परेचर T1 से चेंज करके T2 तक लेके जाते हैं, either by the decrease or the increase in the temperature. So we know कि टेम्परेचर को चेंज करने से वॉल्यूम में भी चेंज आएगा, और वॉल्यूम भी V1 से चेंज होके V2 की वैल्यू शो करेगा. So in that case, if we have the values of V1 and V2, T1 and T2, then this relationship can be written as V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2 and this is equal to constant. Again हम ये कह सकते हैं कि V1 and T1 जो कि हमारे पास इनिशियल वॉल्यूम और इनिशियल टेम्परेचर है, इन दोनों की रेशो, और फिर उसके बाद V2 by T2 इन दोनों की रेशो. So these ratios are always equal to constant. Now we derived that V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2 and this is equal to constant. So from this equation, the Charles' law can also be defined as the ratio between. Students, what is ratio? Ratio means कि volume और temperature ये दो factors एक दूसरे के साथ अब divide हो रहे हैं. So the ratio between volume and the absolute temperature. You remember what is absolute temperature? It is the temperature on Kelvin scale. So the ratio between volume and the absolute temperature of the given mass of a gas is constant at constant pressure. कि अगर प्रेशर कांस्टेंट है तो कांस्टेंट प्रेशर पे हमारे पास वॉल्यूम और टेम्परेचर का रेशो ये भी हमेशा हमारे पास एक कांस्टेंट वैल्यू शो करेगा, राइट? लेट्स मूव ऑन टुवर्ड्स इट्स एक्सपेरिमेंटल वेरिफिकेशन. दैट मीन्स हम एक्सपेरिमेंट के जरिए कैसे चार्ल्स लॉ को प्रूव करते हैं. So this apparatus which you can see here on your screen, it consists of a cylinder with piston. Piston यहाँ पे ये जो आपको ब्लू कलर का एक पाइप से शो हो रहा है in this figure, this is known as piston. और इसी piston की मूवमेंट से हम इस चीज को ऑब्जर्व करेंगे that whether there occurs an increase or decrease in the volume of gases. So this apparatus consists of a cylinder with piston. The walls of the cylinder are heat insulator. That means कि जो वॉल्स हैं वो हीट इंसुलेटर हैं. वॉल्स से हीट ना तो बाहर आ सकती है ना अंदर जा सकती है. While the base of the cylinder is heat conductor. जबकि जो बेस है, जो नीचे वाला पोर्शन है, वो हमारे पास हीट कंडक्टर यानी एक ऐसे मटेरियल से बना है जो कि कंडक्ट कर सकता है. And obviously it has to conduct because we have to give it temperature. We have to provide it heat. So, when the cylinder is heated at the constant pressure, the piston moves upward. कि अगर हम सिलेंडर को हीट प्रोवाइड करें, so what will happen? हीट प्रोवाइड करने से ऑटोमेटिकली टेम्परेचर राइज होना शुरू होगा. And how do we observe it? We will observe it by the position or by the movement of piston. Will starts moving upward. And if the piston starts moving upward, then we can understand that the volume starts increasing. So, it is noted each time that the ratio between volume and absolute temperature remains constant. And this verifies Charles law. कि अगर हमने हीट प्रोवाइड की, पिस्टन की मूवमेंट हमें अपवर्ड शो हुई, पिस्टन बाहर आता हुआ अगर हमें शो हुआ, तो हम समझ जाएंगे that there is occurring an increase in the temperature. And similarly, if we start decreasing the temperature, then the piston starts moving inwards. And by the decrease in temperature, volume of the gas will also starts decreasing. So, this is known as Charles' law. Now, how do we represent the Charles' law graphically? So, if the values of volume are plotted against temperature, a straight line is obtained and it shows that volume is directly proportional to absolute temperature. Now, look at here in this figure. You can see two graphs are mentioned here. Look at the first graph. In the first graph, you can see that we obtained a straight line that comes from the origin and goes upwards. So whenever you get a straight line in the graph, this represents that in between the two factors, there occurs a direct relationship. And what are the two factors here? First is volume and the other is temperature. So volume is plotted on the y-axis. Temperature is plotted on the x-axis and we get a straight line. And straight line means that volume and temperature are directly proportional to each other. But look at the second graph, which is more clear in the next slide, this one. So students, look at this graph. This is also a straight line. But if you can see here, this straight line does not meet at the origin point. This is not at the zero. Why is that so? Why we have extrapolated the graph? So this is because the temperature values which we have plotted on the x-axis, they are mentioned in degree Celsius. And at degree Celsius, 0 degree Celsius, the volume of the gas can never be 0. This is not possible for the real gases. So we extrapolated the graph up to minus 273 degrees Celsius. And remember, that minus 273 degrees Celsius is equal to 0 Kelvin. So this point, minus 273 degrees Celsius, as it is equal to 0 Kelvin. So that's why we need to extrapolate this graph. So if it seems difficult, then you can also draw this first graph, in which you have to show just a simple straight line that arises from the origin. If the graph is arising from the origin, that means that the temperature is already mentioned in Kelvin scale. And if you see the graph like this one, so that means the temperature is mentioned on Celsius scale. In both the cases, the line is straight, which means that volume and temperature are directly proportional to each other. Fine. Now we have to represent the Charles law diagrammatically or symbolically, which is very simple. You can see here on the screen that with the increase in volume from V1, V2, V3 up to V4, there occurs a continuous increase in the volume of gases. And with this increase, the temperature also increases. Or we can say with the increase in temperature from T1 to T4, volume also increases. And this is the diagrammatic representation of Charles' law. Now let's summarize our topic. We studied the Charles' law, which is represented by Jacques Charles, and he stated that the volume of given mass of a gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature at constant pressure. कि अगर किसी भी गैस का प्रेशर कांस्टेंट रख दिया जाए तो कांस्टेंट प्रेशर पे वॉल्यूम और टेम्परेचर हमेशा डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल होते हैं. Mathematically, we can represent it like V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2 is equal to Kc. That means it is a constant. Also look at the figure. I have mentioned the condition, which is a constant pressure. And you can see two figures are here. In the first figure, the temperature is low, so the volume is also low. But in the second figure, the temperature is high, as we are providing heat. So with the increase in temperature, volume also increases. So this is all about Charles' law. Now student, please do read once it from your books. And also practice the graph and the mathematical representation and also the diagrammatic representation of Charles' law. In the next lecture, I will discuss the liquid state and the typical properties of liquid state.